Mr. Capetillo, you are not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs, and I'm going to test you like crazy to make sure that you're not using. If I find that you use, I'm going to put you in jail. I will revoke your bond and I'm going to raise it up. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
I will reluctantly allow you to have contact with this person, but I am ordering you not to have any threatening or harassing contact. You need to understand that what is threatening or harassing doesn't matter what you think it is. It's what the other person perceives. So if I go like this, is that threatening or harassing? It most certainly is, and it can land you in jail. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
I realize that times may be tough. I realize you may have stressful situations in this life, but you need to find some kind of outlet for it. Because if I find any other issues, I'm going to protect my community at all costs. For all, do you understand?
Yes, sir, I do.
And Your Honor, requesting a $500 PR bond.
I am entering what's called a magistrate's order for emergency protection that identifies her as a protected individual. You cannot commit family violence or an assault against this person, commit an act in furtherance of an offense under section 42.072 of the Texas Penal Code, which is the stalking statute. You cannot threaten, harass, use another person to communicate a threat or harassing behavior. You cannot be in possession of a weapon or go. This comes with a residential restriction. I will take it off for now. But if I find there are any other issues, you know exactly what's going to happen. No consuming alcohol or illegal drugs from any source. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
What do you say? PR bond.
Judge, I don't believe that a PR bond is necessarily appropriate in this case based on the allegations and the fact that, you know, the officer is indicating visible injuries to the complainant. We believe somewhere in the range of a $3,000 surety bond would be more appropriate.
Your Honor, my client's a U.S. citizen. He's taking care of his family. He's in court today. He has no kind of assaultive history. He has a good job. We feel that a PR bond would be appropriate at this time.
Any other prior assaults or assaultive history that you see?
History is
As
criminal
NCIC?
history is from back in 2009. The last time he picked up anything, and it was a DWI.
Okay. Mr. Capetillo, I will give you a PR bond today, but I'm going to tell you, it's the only one that you get. If you pick up a new case, you start acting a fool out there in the free world, I will take the free world away from you.
The judge's tone shifts fast. 1 second it's calm, the next it's lickety-split serious. That's not just Texas flair, it's a warning shot. A PR bond sounds generous, but it's basically you're free until you mess up. You can feel the pressure on the defendant to walk the line perfectly.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. What did you say as far as the bond amount?
As for,
3?
as for 500, Your Honor.
I request 3.
Okay, so I'll split it, 2,000. So you have a lawyer. Because you have a lawyer, I will waive your appearance, but it is your responsibility to stay in touch with them. If they tell me they can't get a hold of you because you're playing games and not responding to phone calls, text messages, I will issue a warrant for your arrest. If you pick up a new case, violate any of the conditions, a warrant will be issued. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you ever have any questions, all you have to do is come back here and we can also answer any questions that you have, any issues that you may have, but don't just start doing stuff on your own.
Agreed, Your
We
Honor.
good?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor. Are you excused?
Yeah, but he can't leave until he signs.
Judge, did you need me to file anything on that one?
No, because he's going to be monitored because of the alcohol. 1 day credit.
Good morning, Your Honor.
It's still there.
It's still there. For Trey, Daniel, application packet, and they also refer. I know this is one of their oldest cases in court, but I did tell my client, and he does not want the offer.
Okay.
So we would have to set the case.
Okay, sure. If that's what you'd like to do, whatever day you want.
Because he doesn't want to.
Okay. And then if you want to talk a little bit after, 'cause
Yeah.
I think there are some other things that
Okay.
we might consider if you can get those to us.
Okay.
Do we set it today or do you want to talk to them more?
I say let's just set it for now, and if we end up doing like a PTI
Yeah.
and dismissal before the trial date, then
I mean, I don't want to put it on the docket if you guys are just gonna end up doing that, you know?
Okay,
Let's just
Um,
get a,
so then we can do a reset.
Well,
Or whatever you want to, sorry,
What-
Judge.
because I said it today for this very purpose, you know? I mean, the case is since,
Whatever you want.
Let me
so I
see.
think, Judge, you want us to kind of agree to something today versus setting
you
it.
can, and if
Okay.
not, then
Let's
you
talk,
know,
we could talk about it.
hold on a second. You talk and then see if there's still nothing, then
Uh-huh.
Justin, what's up? How are you? What's new? Yeah, looking good, man. Everything okay?
What's that?
Everything okay?
Yeah. Last night, my wife was saying that I'm tired of being cold.
Wait, you got married?
Yeah, officially.
Okay.
Call it that. It's so cold in the house. So I was like, all right, fine. I'll sit with you. She's so sorry.
You know, when we had that big freeze, the one where it froze, all the pipes, you know, we were so cold that we turned on the fireplace, right? And we turned it on basically for like almost 3 days in a row because there's no heat. So we are all sleeping in the living room by the fire, right? And then I ended up getting like a gas bill. I ended up getting a gas bill of like $1,000.
Yeah.
I was like, I nearly lost it. Is that what happens with generators? I mean, because they're running on natural gas.
A
And
neighbor
they're,
came by and told me.
can you imagine? I mean, it's great. You've got a generator, but holy moly.
Yeah. It just automatically comes on.
Remember, Rita, we were out of power for what, a week or 2 weeks? Remember?
Well,
It was like, is that what, when,
and then Ike was on also.
imagine, I mean, it's just nuts.
Yeah.
Like I wanted to get a generator and then now I'm like kind of reluctant to because
Get
it's,
a battery backup and some solar panels. Once you pay for it, you never pay for it.
do you have solar panels?
You don't have money for it, but.
Right, because this, I mean, it's what, 30,000 at least, right?
She's had it for 15 years. She's paid electricity in almost 2 decades.
My electricity bill's huge too. So, I mean, maybe, yeah.
Try it, check it out.
Good to see you, Justin.
So we are most likely gonna do a PTI. They just need me to provide some support of my client paying child support, which I can get that today.
Okay, you want to set it for maybe Monday?
That's fine. So if he
Okay.
does agree to a PTI before then, and then he signs the contract, does he still need to come on Monday?
No, if you agreed, contract signed, everything done, but I don't want it to hang around for another 6 months,
Right.
you know, like, let's get it, you know, expect them to get it done just quick. Yeah, okay, done, thanks.
I recall you saying that we were gonna issue a mock on an event today, or did we recall that or not recall that?
We did a mow up on Capatillo.
Capatillo?
Yeah, did you not? That was a walkthrough. Hey, Alex, did you do a mow up on Capatillo by chance?
Yeah, let me check, Your Honor.
It was off, correct?
Yeah, it was off docket.
Do you have a case number?
I should be attached.
Did you already file it?
We did. I talked to him. It was attached
Peter?
this morning. Good morning, Judge.
How are you?
I am doing well, I think.
Good to see you, like always.
Good to see you too. I saw you yesterday.
2 days in a row. Fabulous. Who's this gentleman? Mr. White.
Page
So, new case.
33 and 34.
All right. Good morning, Mr. White.
Sir.
Sir, you stand charged with 2 offenses. You're charged with driving while intoxicated. Second offense, you're also charged with failure to stop and give information. On the DWI, you're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. On your other case, you're facing up to 6 months in jail. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge. On January 1st, 2025, officers were dispatched to a major crash at the intersection of Westheimer and Synod Street. Officer made contact with the complainant. The complainant stated she was driving and she was at the intersection when the light was green. She proceeded through the intersection, saw the defendant's vehicle run a red light at a high rate of speed, and the defendant's vehicle was struck by the complainant. The damage to the complainant's vehicle was approximately $9,000. The complainant stated she was never contacted by the defendant to exchange information. The officer made contact with the defendant and observed glossy eyes, slurred speech, a moderate odor of an alcoholic beverage, and unsteady balance. The officer also observed swaying and disorientation. The defendant stated he was driving his motor vehicle when the other motor vehicle struck his, that he was the sole occupant of his vehicle, and that he was driving the damaged motor vehicle that the officers observed on scene. The defendant admitted to consuming alcoholic beverages prior to operating his motor vehicle, that he was coming from a steakhouse and was on his way to his friend's home to sleep, that he had drank 3 bottles of beer at a gas station across the street from the scene, and that the defendant stated he did not consume illegal drugs that night. He also stated he was unsure of which street he was on and rated his intoxication as a 5 from a scale of 1 to 10. The defendant stated he parked his motor vehicle, was going to walk to an apartment complex where the officer stopped him to tell his friends to call the police, and that he could have called the police given that the officers observed the defendant's phone on him. Standard field sobriety tests were administered, HGN 6 out of 6, walk and turn 4 out of 8, 1 leg stand 3 out of 4. The defendant was read the DIC and refused. A blood search warrant was signed and executed.
Did you want to say something?
Judge, I'm not sure about the court, but I'd like to hear a little bit more about leaving the scene. It sounds like.
I didn't hear
I
anything.
didn't hear anything on piece.
You didn't say anything about the FSGI.
So on the FSGI, the complainant stated she was never contacted to exchange information. After, and then also furthermore, I can read from the complainant.
He stayed there, right?
No, Your Honor. So allow me to read from the full.
You got to leave.
So he was found at a gas complex, where apartment complex, where he was stopped, and that's where he made contact with the officers. And the full DIMS I can elucidate
Okay,
that.
so he wasn't
at the
scene of the accident.
No, Your Honor. He was later found at an apartment complex. That's where he was stopped, and he told the officers that he could have called police because they observed the phone on him.
Did you say how far?
Let me see the DMs if I can see.
And Judge, he's bonded on both cases. I mean, there's plenty of room for us to negotiate and work with the state on this. I mean, it may very well be.
I just want to make sure that, if he's charged with an offense, there's enough probable cause. And,
From DIMS is about 5 pages long.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it. They say the distance, just that they made contact with him at the apartment.
where? At the apartment or?
There's an apartment complex where they stopped him. That was not the scene, and that's where they found him, and they saw him with his phone on him, and that's where they made contact and asked him if he could have called police. And he said he could have, and that he was walking to that apartment to get his friend to call the police.
And Judge, we have both locations of where the crash occurred and where he was found. If you could give me a moment, I can get the exact distance.
If that's the case.
I have a lot of problems here.
I have an identification question then, if that's the. both cases.
He goes to the gas station, he's drinking at the gas station,
Yes, Judge, and because he did state he drank at the gas station across from the scene, and then.
Do we know if he started drinking after the accident, before the accident? Did the officer ask?
Well, he did state that he drank prior to the accident because he was at a steakhouse, is what he said.
Right. You have no distance on as far as where he was from.
Locations, and we can find the distance. If you just give us a moment, we can see how far the two locations are.
Well, I am going to go forward with I'm going to find that there's enough probable cause to go forward on the driving while intoxicated. Have you run his license, to see if he has a valid Texas driver license?
Yes, Judge, his license is eligible.
Okay, I'm now placing a restriction on your license, Mr. White. You are not allowed to drive any vehicle that doesn't have an ignition interlock on it. If you're caught driving a vehicle that doesn't have an interlock, I'm going to revoke your bond. I will put you in jail. I am ordering you also as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or unprescribed controlled medication. I'm going to randomly test you. If we find that you're consuming alcohol or any illegal drugs, likewise, you will go to jail. No more PR bonds. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Now, you have a lawyer. Because you have a lawyer, I will waive your appearance so you don't have to waste your time coming to court, but you must stay in touch with Mr. DeLeaf and he'll tell you when you have to come back to court. If Peter tells me that he can't get a hold of you because you're playing games, then I will again issue a warrant for your arrest.
Your Honor, so it's 0.3 miles, and furthermore, upon reading the OR, there were bystanders on the scene that told the officers that they identified him as walking towards the apartment complex and failing to give information from the crash. So we have 0.3 miles, and a bystander saw him walking from the scene of the crash towards the apartment complex.
I will now, I'm going to find probable cause for now.
Okay,
Peter,
for now.
if you find something that's different later on, come
Okay,
back, we
fine.
can always talk. You are also not allowed to drive unless you have liability insurance in your name on whatever car you're driving. We are sending notice now to DPS that you're required to have an interlock. So every officer in this state is going to know if you're caught driving a vehicle and it doesn't have an interlock, they're going to take you to jail. Do you understand? Okay, so I'll have you sign reset with Victoria. We'll have you get with Fleischer for your bond conditions, and after that, you're free to go. Okay, guys.
Appreciate
Take
it.
care. Miss Miranda, do you just want to reset? There you
Yes,
go.
Your, I believe we're just,
Hold on a second. Do you mind hitting the soundbar button, please? Turn it on. Thank you so much. My soundbar's off. Bear with me a moment. Okay,
yes, Your Honor, I believe we're waiting on discovery. I reached out a couple times to the state.
it's not. That's weird, huh? One more time.
Can you hear me?
Nope. Hey, she's here on Gaitan.
Okay.
Yeah. Gaitan.
Okay.
Is discovery complete?
One moment, I'm loading it. Okay. Discovery is complete, Your Honor.
Do you have the blood?
This one, it was a breath case.
Oh. No, I can't hear. It's weird we can't hear you. Let me call IT.
Let me see. It's showing that it's picking up the sound.
You want to say something, please, or sing?
Hello?
There we go. Yay.
Can you hear me? Oh, okay. I was gonna say it was picking up my sound or showing that.
Maybe if you sing to us, you know?
Okay, so I do show that I have police reports in the body cam, but I guess,
What are
okay,
you missing?
I guess I'm not missing anything if he just said everything's here. Because I did reach out a couple times and I didn't get a response back, but I do realize the DAs have changed a couple times.
Yeah,
The last I heard, I was waiting on a possible dismissal. I don't know if anybody wants to update me on that.
uh,
I-
Alex,
So it looks like a quick eval was done by Morgan, but we would request just like maybe a week to look at it one more time, and then we can dismiss if we need to. But
you want to do that, or do you want to do?
We can do that. We can set it for next week if that's fine, Judge.
Yeah, I'll waive it. What day do you want next week?
Um, let's see.
Top of
Any
11.
any day but the 16th.
Any,
Uh,
we and on Fridays. We don't do Fridays because it's an arraignment. Day. So
Okay, well then-
any day but Friday.
Well, if he's asking for a week, I know the 15th will probably be too short.
I don't know. I think. Can you think you can get it done by the
I think
15th?
there should be plenty of time, Your Honor.
Yeah,
Okay,
15th.
that's fine.
The 15th?
Yeah.
What are we expecting on that?
Eval for dismissal. Okay, cool. All right.
Thank you, Judge. See you next week.
Thanks. See you then.
This is the turning point. The defendant admits to drinking 3 beers, but timing is everything. Did he drink before the crash or after? That detail could be the difference between guilt and doubt. The judge knows it, the audience feels it, and every word suddenly
any more
matters.
arraignments? Oh, any more arraignments?
Earl White?
So for the interlock? Yes. I already sent them on.
Okay.
Judge Council's also done from on page 5, top of page 5. He said he needs more time.
Good morning, Ms. B. How are you?
Mr. D,
Yes, sir. May I approach Your Honor?
what's up with you?
Yes, sir, Your Honor. I am here on Mr. Alejandro Guardado.
Okay.
Just want to get a status of what are you expecting out of this case, Judge? Are you willing to keep him on probation, or are you recommending residential, or what is your take on it, Your Honor?
Have we done a TRAS?
Yes.
What is it?
Judge recommended, SAT residential.
That's it. You know,
What is that?
they were a SAT.
Yes, easy.
Hmm? How long does it take to get in? How much? No, I'm not gonna, that's, I can't, that's just too much. So can we do it and then have them report when a bed opens? Yeah, I don't wanna hold someone 1 to 3 months without knowing if they're gonna get in. That's, you know, so do you mind checking to see and then let us know? So there's usually a wait to get in, but I think that that's unreasonable to have to wait 1 to 3 months. That's crazy,
Yeah, especially.
you know? Right. So let's see if we can do it to where we wait for one to open up and then he can do it then. Yeah, okay, sure.
Which case? The one main worse or the older case? Older.
Hey,
Two things on the breath device on Mr. White. His vehicle's in the shop until February 12th. Can he
give him a
do
portable.
until then?
Just advise him that he's gonna sign a no driving affidavit. Do not drive under any circumstance, anyone's car.
Um,
So we'll give him the portable device. Once he obtains the car, then we can switch it.
So he's in a rental car right now.
He needs an interlock on it then.
Can you put him in a rental car?
I don't know. I don't know.
Can we put him on a blow schedule on a portable until then? If he's blowing 3 times a day, he's not drinking. Until he gets out of until it's February 12th, I told him he's got his truck back.
Guess I'll put him on a scram.
Let me talk to him about it. No, reapproach. Can I, real quick,
And your other guy, Chuck on, it's,
73 days old.
where is he
We
with it?
finally got all his appearances waived.
Yeah, but
Where are we?
Where is he?
We have finally done a full review of all the evidence. I talked to the prosecutor this morning about it. We are 1 letter short of a mitigation packet. I checked with my paralegal. The state needs to review the case. That's what I talked to them about this morning. There's 4 or 5 things that I see as problematic. So they're reviewing, I'm finishing the packet. Should be done hopefully by the end of the week, and I'll get it to them. So if we could do 1 more reset, that'd be great.
It's not gonna be long, but I'll give you some time. Sure. And he's got to be here at the next setting, and then we'll figure it out. So tell me, has anything changed with the PTI programs? Any news?
DWI?
Yeah.
So what we are saying, PTI packets to Bernadette Abbey, but in like a bigger scale. She's having a lot to look at, but the criteria, I think she's being a little more strict.
You have to actually submit the application now with the packet. So we submitted a packet 2 days ago. It was rejected because the actual application had to come with it.
But any hardline rules, like anything above a 16 is denied, or anything above a
She's just
2?
in general, like she just denied one yesterday that was below 0.15, and that technically could have,
Really?
when she was telling us that. as a
True
case
first.
meeting. I just know it's below 0.15, that's all she told us about it, but, she's just being a little more strict on them.
That doesn't bode well for my 0.2.
Oh, I don't know specifics, Ron. We're still
About,
on it.
is there still the line where if it's a 15, you need a mitigation packet?
I believe so.
Okay. All right, so we'll give you a couple weeks, and then, he's got to be here, packet got to be done.
Talk to him real quick about scram versus no driving affidavit versus.
Yeah, you let me know what you want to do.
I'll be right back. Thank you.
Sure. Hi.
Good morning. Question approach?
Yes, ma'am.
Judge, I am back on Ms. Smith, Shanika Smith.
Okay.
I wanted to provide an update with the court. I know we spoke earlier this week. We called in Toxalock, which was the additional provider, and
Tell me they said no.
and they still said no.
What?
Her make and model for her vehicle, we called the service department because they kind of transferred around to the person who's in charge of it. They were placed on hold. They came back on and said, unfortunately, her vehicle would not.
What is it? Is it
She has a Lexus 300.
the bubble looking car?
So I asked her for the make and model. She provided, and that's what I gave them. And Easy Locks was the first person she attempted. We then called Intoxilock, and they also could not install on her vehicle. And I don't know what it is about the vehicle, but they said no. So once we got that answer, we spoke with Ms. Gomez because we know with the portable device, there's going to be some issues. She's asked me, we just have 2 weeks so that they can figure out with the new administration and the new changes that are coming with the program, if there's something we can work around of some sort, something they can suggest. So she said in 2 weeks, we'll have it all figured out. And
Okay,
what
not a problem, for sure. Yes.
Thank you.
Joe. He's totally fine with the scram. He understands and he says he has to work, so scram's fine.
So any alcohol, I'm taking his privilege to drive away. Let him know.
I told him that.
I don't care what it is. Let him know. Do you mind having him come up? Mr. White, come up.
Is he gonna need to pay for the scram, Judge?
Sorry? No, I never make anyone pay for it. I want you to understand that as soon as you get your car back, you must have the interlock on your own car. Do you know, I guess so we need to figure out and have a date when you're going to get your car back, because I can't imagine you're going to be in a rental car forever because they're stupid expensive. Is that the day? Okay, so let's do what we're going to do. So I'm putting a monitor on your ankle so I know that you're not consuming alcohol. This thing is extremely finicky. So be very careful what you put in your body. And I don't care what your excuse is. If I find that you're consuming, you have any alcohol on board, I'm taking your privilege to drive away from you. Do you understand? That includes mouthwash, tequila, lollipops, hair dye. I've heard so many excuses. I don't care. Just you are old enough to know what to put in your body. If you don't, for example, like an energy drink, if you don't know, then don't use. That's the bottom line. Do you understand? Okay. All right. So we'll put it on. I'm going to waive the fee for you. I guess February 13th or one of those days after. Let's do the reset for that day so you can come back in and we can switch it. In
fact, I think that's the day we did the reset.
Oh, perfect. Okay. Whatever day. Yeah.
Judge, so for the IID, for time after that, whenever he does get the IID, do you want to have the scram removed then as well?
Yeah. Proof of the interlock installation first, and then we remove the screen.
Yes, Judge. And then also for that, did you want the no driving or?
No, because he's driving a rental. That's why we're putting on the scram. I don't think you can put it on the rental. Okay.
Thank you, Judge.
Please.
Did you change the reset date? February?
What day did you put?
March 13th.
Yeah, we need to do it for February.
February
Like
13th?
whatever day that they're going to choose. Doesn't matter to me.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Peter.
February 13th is a Thursday.
Judge, is that a required appearance?
Yeah, so he can switch it out.
And Judge, if we do that, it's gonna take him probably, he's gonna have to set the appointment up. I guess he could pre-set that appointment up to do it.
Do you want me to waive it or do you want to waive it or what do you want to do?
No, I'm just worried you want to have the device on by the 13th, it may be the 20th.
Yeah, Peter, whatever day you want, doesn't matter to me.
Yeah, we can waive this appearance, that'd be great. And then
Okay.
I'll be able to give you any information.
Yeah, but just, we need it done by that day. But soon thereafter,
I'm gonna move it a week past that, just so we make sure we have the device on the day.
Okay, sure.
And I guess if he's getting the scramble, maybe he should come to court.
That's what I was saying, because he's gonna have to come here anyways to get it removed. Right.
I mean, what I can do for that, I'm making a note of it for that, and he can provide proof of the installation. We have a forms and stuff to pretrial services.
Okay.
So once he goes there and provides proof of getting the interlock in there, I'm permitting him in his conditions now for them to allow him to take the scram off.
But he has to have proof of the interlock first.
Yes, I have that in here.
Judge, you said that's a required appearance?
Williams, Gerard, come up.
The energy changes completely here, from routine cases to full-blown threat allegations. The texts read like something out of a crime drama, except they're real evidence. The judge's voice cuts through like a warning bell, balancing discipline and empathy. It's the kind of moment that makes you stop and think, justice or damage control?
Also, Judge Fleischer is on Zoom.
Yeah, I see him. I got him.
Oh.
Mr. Williams, you're charged with terroristic threat of a family or household member. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge. On December 29th, 2024, the officer is dispatched to a disturbance involving a weapon at an apartment in Harris County, Texas. The officer made contact with the complainant, who stated she and the defendant are in a dating relationship, that she left the club with a witness, and she received a call from the defendant asking where she was at. The defendant was upset because she was not at the apartment when he was there, and the defendant was texting her that she better not be at the apartment and that would be her best bet once he got to the apartment and she was not there. The defendant was texting her, but the complainant stated that when she returned to the apartment, she observed the defendant walking towards the motor vehicle she was in with a black metal object in her hand, banging on the window of the motor vehicle. And the defendant told the complainant to get out of the motor vehicle or he was going to drag her ass out. The complainant felt threatened and called the officer. The defendant sent text messages to the complainant reading, "It's cool because whenever I catch you, I promise you on my life, bitch, I'm going to show you. You think I'm bullshitting? Let that bum ass have you made for each other on my mama. So I'm telling you to stay where you at. But for real, whenever you come here, bitch, you better have backup because I'm going to drag you, bitch."
Mr. Williams, there is probable cause to go forward. I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to have any contact with this complaining witness and not to be in possession of weapons. Do you understand? There is a protective order that has been issued in this case. Get to know it, because if you violate the protective order, the state can file a violation of protective order against you, and it's one of the worst cases you can pick up. You understand? We're going to reset your case to give you time to hire a lawyer. So I'm going to have you go to Victoria, sign a reset. We'll have you take your seat in the jury box. So we'll get your bond conditions. We'll have you sign it. And then you'll be free to go.
I had came to court when I was locked up, and they had appointed me a court appointed.
That was for probable cause court, but it doesn't.
Ended it to be able to have a, well, he had found me ended it to be able to have a court appointed lawyer.
I have a financial affidavit here that says that you make nearly $8,000 a month.
Well, I'm not at work. I'm not gonna be able to go to work until this case is over. So I've been out of work since October.
All right, so let's do this. I'll have you fill out a new one. Just put all the information on it. I'll file it, and then assuming you do, I'll give you a lawyer today. Okay? But I need you to fill out another one. I cannot give you a lawyer when I have an affidavit that says that you make that much. So I need to know the true number. No. Let's not talk about the case now.
No, it's not about a case. It's about me going to work. I have my.
Let's do this. Hold on. I don't want you to say anything where just let me have you look. Let me have you do this. If you qualify, I'll give you a lawyer. Talk to the lawyer. The lawyer can come talk to me. Okay? All right, please.
All right, Judge, the second arraignment is the printout that's on the side there. Go ahead and sign it.
Neela? Hugh.
Hey, Judge.
What's the word? Hi.
Gerald Williams.
Bond custody.
He's on bond, yes.
Okay.
And I was just appointed to him. After speaking with him, he was placed on, they put a GPS monitor on him, and also a curfew. And Judge would like to see if we can get take the GPS monitor off. He already has a no contact order with the complainant. And he works in refineries, so he does 12-hour shifts where he's either working all night or then all day, and then he's also trying to do DoorDash as well.
The problem is that he just pled to, if memory serves me right,
Yes.
he just pled to an interference. It's the same complaining witness.
Yes, Judge.
Right, and now he has a terroristic threat, same complaining witness, where he makes threats. Does he have any prior assaults against this person? I see a prior impeding breath.
Yes, same complaining witness. That was dismissed. I can look at the reason for why it was dismissed.
I'm near her, I don't.
Did we get the
she lives
curfew
with-
taken off so he can work? That's the big thing. The GPS will stop, but that's, just so he can make a living, Judge. I mean,
Come on. How do I know that he does that?
he's no longer with the complainant as well, so they're broken up. And
I don't want you to go anywhere near this complaining witness. I don't want you to go anywhere near where she works, where she lives, prays, nothing.
So I don't want no more computers with this situation.
Wonderful. So
I already got all my belongings from over there. We no longer have communication with each other. I don't even want to deal with the situation because it's being too much for me. If we've been through this situation, you call the police on me, then.
okay, I don't want you to, you don't have to say. When you get cancer, you cut it out, otherwise it kills you. People can have that same effect on you. Right, we're working on the third, same, so cut it out. And that's it.
I'm done.
So he's asking me to take the curfew off. What do you do for a living?
I work in a refinery, managing the contract to total safety. I actually have a job that's going on right now that they just called me on, that I have to almost miss due to the fact that I'm facing the truth. I just signed up for DoorDash. I'm just trying to keep myself busy. That way I don't have to be into no trouble at all.
Okay, but I don't want any more issues. If I find one iota, I'm gonna go nuts.
I promise you, you won't have to worry about it.
Okay, all right, Hugh. I'm leaving it on for now, so that we know. And then please reach out to the complaining witness, let her know what we've done, so that if she has any issues, let you guys know. You can bring it to our attention, and then we go from there. Yeah?
Absolutely.
Okay,
the
all right,
curfew,
man.
we're removing the curfew though. Right?
Yep. Mr. Williams, just cut it up.
Promise you.
All right, thanks, Judge.
Thank you, Judge.
Hey, Brandon.
Hey, Judge, can I approach?
Yeah, talk to me.
I have a plea on Ramos Ramirez.
Okay, ready.
Can I call him up,
Please.
Happy New Year.
Don't worry.
Thank you.
Yo soy su intérprete.
Mr. Ramos Ramirez, you were charged with reckless driving. You're facing up to 30 days in jail and or a $500 fine. You guys have worked out an agreement where they're offering you 3 days in jail with credit for the 1 day that you've done. This charge is going to go on your record. From now, you'll be facing a minimum of jail time. So no more proverbial slaps on the wrist. The other thing that you need to understand is that the Texas legislature has made it very easy for district attorneys across the state of Texas to seize and take cars from individuals who continue to participate in acts like these. So if you are arrested on a racing, reckless driving type case again, it's very possible that they seize and take whatever car you're driving forever. I'm telling you that because I've seen it happen. Do you understand? If you want to participate in these types of actions, there are certain places in Houston that you can go to do that. On our freeways where it's very unsafe, this is not the right place.
Okay.
You give up a lot of rights by entering into this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you are not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you accept this agreement, you can never change this, undo this. Is this what you want to do?
Lo que usted quiere hacer. Okay.
How do you plead to the office of reckless driving, guilty or not guilty?
Culpable o no culpable. Guilty.
I'm gonna find you. I will sentence you to the 3 days in jail. I'll give you credit for the 1 day that you've done. How old is he, Brandon?
22.
22.
What do you do for a living, sir? Do you work?
Trabaja.
Sí.
Yes.
What do you do?
¿Qué hace usted?
Una compañía de Houston dicen de mantenimiento de apartamentos.
I work for a company, Houston, apartment maintenance, some apartment maintenance.
What about court costs?
Can we pay him? Can we have a payment?
Sure. All right, you'll be required to pay the court costs. If you do not pay them, a warrant for your arrest will be issued. Be careful. The other thing is, I don't know what your immigration status is, but if you're not in this country with permission, you go to jail. It's very possible they put an immigration detainer on you, so be careful. I don't know what your status is, but this life's a short one. It's not fun spending it in a 6x9 box. All right, good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, yeah, you got to abandon it. All right, this is Mr. Chang, right?
Sorry? Yeah, that goes to, yeah.
So, good morning, Mr. Chan. So it looks like you have someone that's going to post your bond. Understand that we do this one time and we do this one time only. You know that actions have consequences, and if you fail to go turn yourself in by the time that we give you, I'm going to revoke the bond and I'm going to set it at 0, and that's it. Do you understand? So is there a bond set over there?
No, I don't believe, not until he self-surrenders or until he's returned, sorry.
So once you do that, you got to let him know when you're going to do that, so we know to look it up. All right? Okay, good luck. Thanks.
David.
Hey, I'm glad you're here.
I can give you an update.
Okay,
Our plan is to plead to a 3-year deferred felony. I want him to be employed because it'll be a second felony doing the TRAS. If he goes in unemployed, they may fill his time with some inpatient. So, and.
wait, what's the offer? Say it again. Yeah, but what, do you have an offer up there?
Yeah, 3 years deferred.
Okay, I see.
And I want to plead to it when we come back. So when he does this TRAS.
When is that set?
30 days. Do you have the resets there?
Do you have the actual date of the TRAS?
No, so the way she likes to do it, we're coming back February 11th. She likes for them to plead, and then she sets it for sentencing. So.
And then they do the TRAS.
Right.
So you're set to plea next time?
Yes. And the reason why I want him to be employed, so therefore, that will be a positive factor because this will be a second felony probation.
Is he working now?
No, he says he has a job lined up in 2 weeks. Now, if he doesn't, we're still gonna plead.
So it's set to plea next time.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely plead it next time. It's not set for plea, but he already says, yes, let's do it. I said, okay, great, get your job, let's.
I'm not, because at here, the
Right.
next time, I'm going to set up a trial. I'm not, come up. Don't worry about it. Fine. I'm glad you made it. You are out of time. The next time you come here, if you've not resolved upstairs, because I'm not going to hold it forever, then I'm going to set your case for trial here. And that's it. He's giving you great advice on what to do. It's imperative that you follow the advice because it's what he's telling you to do is only going to help you. You get what I'm saying? It would probably behoove you to go above and beyond the call of duty, because when you put your heart and soul into something, you can get damn near anything. If you bring something like on a bar napkin where it looks like you just did it 2 minutes before. You do a half-ass result or a half-ass job, you're going to get a half-ass result. It's like that in life with anything. Do you understand? So if it works, and then the agreement here is that this case gets dismissed once it gets taken care of upstairs, or what?
There's no agreement yet, but I'm pretty sure they'll do that upstairs. I don't see that to be a problem.
Okay, so we'll see what happens up there. If it just ends up getting reset again,
You said it for
that's it. I'm setting it for trial here. I'm not playing this game again. Your case is now 211 days old. By then it'll be nearly 250. I'm not playing this game. Next setting is player trial. Do you understand?
Sure.
Okay. All right, Frank.
I think Judge.
See you then.